Have you ever stopped to think about what really drives your life forward? Alan Watts once said something powerful: the wake is not what drives the boat. The wake is just a trail that is left behind. Think about that. The wake doesn't push the boat forward, it only shows where the boat has been. And the same is true of your life. The wake of your past, your mistakes, your failures, your struggles, none of that is what drives you today. Yet so many of us live as though it does. We look at the trail we've left behind, and we tell ourselves that it determines where we're going. But that's an illusion. Your past is real. It happened. But it does not cause your suffering today. It does not force your future. The wake is behind you. It has no power to push you forward. The only thing that drives the boat of your life is your direction, your choices, your mindset, and the decisions you make right now in this present moment. So what do you do with the wake? What do you do with your past? You don't deny it. You don't pretend it never happened. You embrace it, you understand it, you learn from it. Treat your past like a school. Let it teach you. Let the mistakes show you what doesn't work. Let the losses reveal to you what you value most. Let the failures instruct you in humility, strength, and persistence. But don't turn your past into a burden you drag around. Don't use it as a weapon to beat yourself down. Don't make it the reason you can't move forward. Yes, the past may have been tough, brutal even. We've all been through painful seasons, losses that broke us, failures that humiliated us, injustices that we didn't deserve. But if you make your past your home, if you keep living there, you're robbing yourself of a future. I want to be clear, I'm not minimizing what you've been through. Some of you listening have survived things so unfair, so overwhelming, that most people couldn't imagine carrying that weight. And yet here you are. That proves your strength. That proves you are still capable of standing. But if you chain yourself to those memories, if you define yourself only by what hurt you, then you remain stuck in the wake of your life. And the boat, the possibility of where you could go, never moves forward. The turning point, giving instead of getting. Early in my life, I realized something that changed everything for me. I stopped asking, what can life give me, and I started asking, what can I give to life? That shift was everything. Because here's the truth, fulfillment doesn't come from what you get. It doesn't come from possessions, money, recognition, or approval. Fulfillment comes from what you give. It comes from the value you bring, the love you share, the difference you make. Once I experienced the joy of giving, I got hooked on it. I began learning not just for myself, but so I could pass something on. I grew not just for my own sake, but so I could serve others. And that became my pattern: learn, grow, give. And let me tell you something, if I had believed that my past equals my future, I would never have gotten anywhere. My past was messy. I made mistakes. I went through pain. But I refused to assemble a story that said, this is who I am, and this is all I'll ever be. No. The past only equals your future if you choose to live there. If you guide yourself using only the rearview mirror, you're going to crash. So maybe your past was horrific. Maybe it was unfair. Maybe it left scars. But the only way forward is to stop making the past your excuse. You can acknowledge it, you can learn from it, but you cannot keep living in it. Otherwise, you lose your future, and the only person to blame will be yourself. Life's harsh reality. Let's face it, the world is not a gentle place. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Life is mean, and life is nasty. It will test you in ways you don't expect. It will throw storms at you when you least deserve them. It will knock you to your knees, and if you let it, it will keep you there permanently. No one is exempt. I don't care how tough you think you are, life will hit you. Harder than anything else. Harder than any person ever could. But here's the truth, it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and still move forward. It's about how much pain you can endure, how much rejection you can face, how much failure you can survive, and still get back up, still keep going, still refuse to quit. That's how winning is done. You already know what you're worth. Somewhere deep inside, you know. So now the question is, will you go out and get it? Will you take the hits, or will you point fingers and make excuses? Don't blame your boss. Don't blame your partner. Don't blame the system. Don't blame the past. Don't blame anyone. Because the moment you start pointing fingers, you surrender your power. You're saying someone else controls your future. But that's not true. You control it. Commitment and consistency. Never give up. That's the message. But let me be clear, without commitment, you'll never start. And without consistency, you'll never finish. Everyone wants success. Everyone wants freedom, joy, peace, fulfillment. But wanting is not enough. You must be committed to taking action, even when you're afraid, even when it's uncomfortable. And then you must be consistent. Day after day. Step after step. You will fall. You will fail. But that's okay. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. That's the way forward. People think ease is the goal. They think comfort means happiness. But that's not true. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Hardship teaches. Hardship builds. Hardship forces you to grow. So don't run from it. Don't fear it. Embrace it. Because it's through hardship that you become more than you were. The call to action. So I want you to keep moving. Keep growing. Keep learning. Keep striving. Refuse to give up. Refuse to surrender. Because your wake, your past, does not drive your boat. Your choices do. This moment does. The decision you make right now determines the course of your future. Life is calling you. Not to give you something, but to pull something out of you. To bring out your strength, your courage, your resilience, your creativity, your love. So don't hide from life. Step into it. Deliver to it. Bring something to it. That's where joy is found. Final words. Thank you for staying with me until the end. I know this wasn't easy to hear. It may have stirred some emotions. It may have brought back memories. But if it fired you up, if it gave you the push you needed, then it's done its job. Remember this, you are not your past. You are not your wake. You are not your mistakes. You are not your scars. You are the captain of your boat. You choose the direction. You hold the wheel. And as long as you're alive, it's never too late to turn it towards something greater. So keep moving. Keep growing. Keep giving. And when life hits you, and it will, don't stay down. Get back up. Keep going forward. That's how winning is done. See you at work. And if this message spoke to you, if it lit something inside you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because the truth is, we're all in this together, and sometimes, all it takes is one spark, one word, one reminder, to reignite the fire inside.